How's it going, everybody? My name is Anthony Miranda. I am a licensed and practicing attorney in the state of California, and today I'm going to be breaking down California knife laws. So in California, there are three main categories of knives. Knives that can be worn openly but not concealed, knives that can be worn both openly and concealed, and then knives that you can't wear either. You can't wear them openly or concealed. So let's break down the first category, knives that can be worn open but not concealed. And these are knives that are generally classified in California as dirks or daggers. And so these are generally fixed blade type of knives. I have an example for you. I have my K-Bar TDI. This is considered a dirk or dagger because it's a fixed blade. And as you can see, there's a sheath that came with it. And so this is actually important for dirks or daggers because the way that California law is set up, you can wear a dirk or dagger as long as it is on a sheath attached to your waist and is not covered. So dirks or daggers have to be worn on a sheath and open. That's why they fall into that open but not concealed, because the second you conceal these, you are in violation of California law. So when looking at dirks and daggers, wearing them concealed is not just having them in your pocket with a sheath. You also can't put them in your purse, a briefcase, backpack, anything like that. If you're gonna have it on you, it has to be open and it has to be in a sheath. If you just throw it in your purse, if you just throw it in your backpack, you are still in violation of California law, even if it's in a sheath like this. The requirement is that it has to be open on your waist in a sheath for you to be in compliance with California law. So the next category of knives are gonna be folders, or folders as they consider them in California, and they define them as that. But these type of knives you can wear open or concealed. You can wear them open if they're locked like this. You can wear them concealed if they're locked like this. One thing to take into consideration is once you lock it like this, if you throw this in your pocket, which I don't know why you would do that, you're now concealing a dirk or dagger. If you wanted to have it fixed in the open position, you would have to carry it on your waist in a sheath to be in compliance with California law because it's considered a dirk or dagger. If you carried it open like this, you're in compliance with California law because it's no longer considered a dirk or dagger. You don't have to put it in a sheath. If you carry it like this in your pocket, you're in compliance with California law because it's just a folder that you're allowed to carry concealed on you. So the type of knives like this that you can carry open or concealed are folders like this, box cutters, or general utility knives. So if you have a Leatherman with a knife on it, you can carry those both open or concealed. But again, as I noted, once you lock any blade like this and you carry it openly, it's considered a dirk or dagger, so it has to be in a sheath. Just something to keep in mind. So the next category of knives we're going to cover, which are always illegal for you to carry in California, are knives which are considered switchblades, ballistic knives, butterfly knives, novelty knives, type of knives that are hidden like belt buckle knives, things of that nature are always illegal for you to carry in California. And both open or concealed, you can't carry those. Are assisted opening knives considered switchblades in California and therefore prohibited for you to carry both openly or concealed, or always illegal for you to carry? And the answer is no. If you just want the quick and down and dirty answer, is no. Assisted knives are not considered switchblades or ballistic knives, so they don't fall under that classification of always being illegal to carry in California. So why are assisted knives not considered switchblades? So California Penal Code 653K was amended to actually exempt these type of assisted opening knives from the definition of switchblades. And this was amended by Assembly Bill 3314 in 1996. Essentially exempted from the definition of switchblade knives all knives designed to be opened with one hand via pressure on the thumb, stud, or hole in the blade. So specifically, the California legislature went in and changed the laws in reference to assisted opening blades. And specifically, if you have to put pressure like on this little retractor here for it to open, or on a thumb stud for it to open, it is not considered a switchblade under California law. So also important for this, in 2001, SB 274 modified that language in the California Penal Code that I referenced earlier to actually further not define these as switchblades. Specifically, it added language that any blade which has a bias towards closure, so as you can see, it's resisting, and then it opens, it has a bias towards closure. So any blade that has a bias towards closure or like wants it to lock is not considered a switchblade. So the important language there is the detent or mechanism, which gives it a bias towards closure. And so why these assisted opening knives are not considered switchblades is because they have mechanisms and detents which kind of force them towards closure. They're not just automatically, one button and they are released like a switchblade. You actually have to put pressure on some part of the knife. In this case, you have this little thumb stud back here, which you put pressure on, it resists until it releases. So under California law, that's why this assisted opening knife, this Kershaw Link, is not considered a switchblade. So what is a switchblade in California? So a switchblade is a blade with 2 or more inches in length, which can be released automatically by either the flick of a button or pressure on a handle or flip of a wrist or other mechanical device. And as we covered, assisted opening knives were specifically not defined as switchblades, but for example, this Microtech I have, it only opens from pressure on this button and then opens. And so in California, this is considered a switchblade and therefore is illegal for me to carry, either open or conceal. It is just generally prohibited in California. It's not illegal for you to possess, but once you leave your home and you carry it around in your pocket or in the open, you're in violation of California law. Another little nuance that I saw when I was researching is some people were asking whether a blade that is double-edged like this is generally prohibited in the state of California. The state of California doesn't really have a whole lot of laws that specifically speak on double-edged blades. It deals primarily with switchblades and defining other types of knives, not necessarily the makeup of the knife. The only real restriction on knives is the length of them. For example, I believe a switchblade has to be over 2 inches to be considered a switchblade. If it's less than that, then it's not considered a switchblade. But there is no requirement that it be double-edged to be considered a switchblade. For example, if I just had a folder like this, if a Spyderco made like a double-edged knife, just because it would be double-edged wouldn't mean it was a switchblade and that would be therefore prohibited from carrying it in California. The fact that it is double-edged has nothing to do at all with whether it is prohibited for you to carry in California. So it's just something to keep in mind. So generally, what are the penalties for violating one of these laws by having maybe a dirk concealed on you or having a dirk not in a sheath or having a switchblade on you or something of that nature? Generally, the crimes range from a misdemeanor up to 3 years in county jail. So that is the general penalties for violating one of these laws. So that's a quick summary, everybody, of California knife laws and what you're allowed to carry open versus what you're allowed to carry concealed and what you are not allowed to carry at all. Just keep in mind, although I am a licensed attorney in California, this is not legal advice. If you have any specific questions or any specific legal questions, you need to seek out an attorney who will represent you and help you with that specific situation. This is just for general education, just give you guys a quick overview of what you are allowed to do in California versus what you're not allowed to do in California. If you found this information helpful, please like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I will try to answer the best of my ability. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.